Go.
All right, everyone, thank you again for tuning in to Lauren B's live story. Today is January 31st, 2017. Last time we went over engagement ring and wedding band styles that pair well together. Today we're going to switch it up and talk about wider style eternity bands. I know a lot of people are interested in this, so we're going to show bands that would probably best suit it alone, because when you put them together on the same hand, it's going to detract from the engagement ring. So these can be used for a wedding, an anniversary band, a push present, or any special occasion that you have in mind. So just to briefly go over, these are just the first amount of styles that we have. We're going to go in depth on more of them, but just to give you an overview of comparing styles. So this is a Pave band. Now Pave doesn't necessarily mean small stones. Pave is just the way the diamonds are set. So here they're set flat into the metal, very low profile. Compare that to something like this, which is prong set. I'm going to show the profile here. Prongs, and also there's a basket underneath, so it's going to be a little bit of a higher setting. More commonly, when people want larger diamonds for their eternity band, they're going to go for something like this, which is the prong setting, because it does accentuate the stones a little bit better. The Pave style is going to be lower on the hand, so that's comparison number one. Next, we'll compare prong setting, basket style versus a U-shaped setting. Again, I'm just going to show the profile because that's where the difference is. The U-shaped setting is the one on this hand over here. There is no metal bar going across, so the entire side of the stone is going to be exposed, and you're going to get to see more of the diamond from all angles. So that's basket setting, that's U-shape. Two major styles when it comes to prong setting. And last style of setting is going to be a bezel setting, which is just like this. All it means is that the diamonds are encased by a little circle of metal around each stone. So that's bezel setting, prong setting, went over Pave. That's just a brief overview. Now we're going to bring in our hand model to try on some styles. If it's a little bit blurry, hang in. If we might just have to restart it and test out the Wi-Fi, but should we keep going? Hopefully it's a little bit clearer now. We're going to jump right into the styles. So first we're going to do wider Pave band, wedding bands. We're starting off with, this is the model number here. Not going to really get into prices here. All these prices are actually on the website, so if you want to look them up, go ahead. This is SOR 14952. This is a flat Pave eternity band, about 3.4 carats of diamonds. And you'll see it just sits very low, flush on the hand. That's the beauty of the Pave setting when you do larger stones. So this one is just a regular scooped out Pave, and we'll just quickly go compare it to something else. I'm going to show you first the comparison between these two Pave styles. This is a fishtail Pave. There's a little bit of hand etching there on each side of the stone, and this was the first one we showed, which was just a regular scoop Pave. So don't really have to try this one on. It's going to look very similar to the first one, but comparing this, we have it in rose gold also. This is the model numbers if you want to look them up. Fishtail Pave, and Catherine can try on the rose gold version. This is still Pave style eternity bands. These are larger stones, so once again you'd probably want to keep this on a separate hand. About 3 carats total of diamonds shown here, and you see how low it sits on the finger. So if you really wanted to wear this style with an engagement ring, you can definitely pull it off, but perhaps looks better as a standalone ring as well. And we'll just watch through. If anyone has any comments, you can leave them. Let us know if you want to see something else. We'll try to get to it as well, but we'll just try to stick to what we had on the menu. Okay, next we're going to move in, Daniel. We're going to move into shared prong basket setting. So this is the most common one that a lot of people see out there. This is a closed basket setting, as you'll see here, if we can get into the detail. And this is about 2 carats plus of diamonds. This is this ring. If you want to look at it on the website, I think it's around $4,000 or so. Catherine will try it on for us here. So this style sits up a little bit higher on the finger. Shared prong just means that there's a prong in between each diamond that is shared by the diamonds on each side. So it minimizes the effect of the metal. If you had 4 prongs on every single diamond, there'd be too much metal. It would take away from the beauty of the ring. So shared prong is definitely the way to go when you do an eternity band like this, and it's perfectly secure, and it's good for everyday wear. Now stepping up to the next one, I'll leave the other one out as well just so I can compare the size of the diamond. So this is about 2 carats, this is over 3 carats. Shared prong also. This is a big look. This is probably going to be more in the $5,000 to $6,000 range depending on the quality of stones we use and the exact finger size. This is an open basket, so a little more airy looking than the first one. You see the airline under each stone, so we call it an open basket setting. Catherine can model this one for us as well. SOR 13245. That's a big, nice look on the hand as well. How's the video? Is it clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Next, we'll just switch it up a little bit, add some color here. Eternity bands don't have to always be in platinum or white gold. You can do yellow gold as well. This is a shared prong basket style, yellow gold. This is model number SOR 14265. I'm sorry, SOR 14565. This, I believe, is around 1.8 carats total. And you might think you can wear this with an engagement ring, but these settings, they do sit up a little bit higher, so it's kind of butt up against the side of the prongs or the stems of your engagement ring. So that's kind of why we recommend it as a standalone ring also. Really nice. We do this in yellow gold, rose gold. Not really two-tone, but any color metal you like. Next, we're going to move on to just showing you where we are. We're up to U-shape bands now. U-shape is just refers to how the diamonds are set. I know we mentioned it on the opening. There's no metal bar going across each stone, so it's just a U. The diamond is kind of set in there. It's nice and secure. This is 3.9 carats total. Each diamond here is about 20 points each. Are you getting good? So this is on the bigger side. I mean, you can go up to 1/4 carat each, you can do 1/2 carat each, you can go as high as you want, but this is one of the larger sizes that we carry that people actually purchase, so this is a good option for everyone. And moving along, keeping in the U-shape theme and going to the opposite end of the spectrum, this is 1 carat total weight, significantly smaller but just as beautiful, rose gold. And the U-shape setting. The U-shapes are not as defined here because the stones are not as deep, so you don't have to have as much scooping out of the metal. Another popular style. So far we went over the wider pave, we went over shared prong basket setting, we went over U-shape setting. Now we're going to segue into bezel set eternity bands. These are probably not as popular as the other ones that we featured here, but bezel setting is just gives it a little more of a vintage feel. This is a very unique style. Try it on. This is alternating size bezels, so one smaller bezel, then one larger one going halfway around. This is done in rose gold. And 90% of the time with a bezel, you add some mill graining. It might be a little bit hard to see on the camera, but each diamond is going to be encased in the metal, and then there's a little bit of etching on the metal just to give it a little bit more of a vintage flair. So this is someone who's after more of a retro look, likes a vintage style. It's still very understated, it's very clean, classic, beautiful. Another style of bezel that we have is here. This is a little bit different. This is getting even more unique. This is hexagon bezel around a round stone, so you're adding a little bit edge to it and a little bit of yellow gold metal in between. Another nice standalone ring. Beautiful. So bezel setting. Again, in between, those aren't actually diamonds, that's just some metal etching. Let me just get you the style number on this one. It's hard to keep up. This is model number DRR15533. Very unique, different. If that's what you like, then. Okay, last one for bezels. We're going to do something even wider. This is a multi-row bezel, 3 rows. Beautiful ring. This is a big look, but it's not going to break the bank either. It's going to be in the $3,000 to $4,000 range. Very nice finger coverage from a ring style like this. It's a lot of work to make those bezels. You have to set each stone perfectly. It has to be measured perfectly. So it does take a little more labor than perhaps the other style of rings we looked at, but you can see the finished product is simply gorgeous. Okay, moving along. We're going to switch it up now. We're going to get into some bigger rings. People probably want to see these a lot.
Go back to the menu.
Fancy shaped bands. So fancy shaped bands is a whole different animal. You can really make an attorney band out of any shape diamond you like. You can go with ovals, ashers, cushions, pear shapes, marquee, but perhaps the most popular ones that we work with are oval, cushion, emerald cut, and radiant cut. So we'll start off with this one. This is a oval eternity band. It's actually not an eternity band. There's a little sizing bar at the bottom, but you'll never see that. Beautifully set in a very low profile basket setting. Let's try this on. This is model number SOR 15404. One thing to keep in mind about fancy shape eternity bands, they're going to be more expensive than round diamond eternity bands of the same carat weight. They're much more difficult to match up the quality. Each stone has to be cut and perfectly evenly out throughout so it flows perfectly on the hand. You see, this is a really beautiful ring. Next, if you want something a little more subdued looking, you can try for an Asher cut eternity band. These are smaller stones. Total carat weight here is just over 3 carats. Simple prong setting. Asher cuts have a different sparkle than round or oval or radiant cut. It's going to be much more subtle. Just little flashes of light, but more crisp looking in that sense. This ring is on the thinner side for the fancy shape ones that we do, so this one could possibly be paired with an engagement ring, maybe a solitaire or a 3-stone ring if you have it. So this one shouldn't be completely ruled out as being the same hand with your engagement ring style of wedding band. Next up, we're going to do a cushion cut one. This is a real beauty. Shared prong, open basket setting, very delicate. Total weight just under 4 carats. These settings for the fancy shape ones are usually handmade, so we get a very nice delicate basket. It's a little bit trickier than round diamonds, which are more standardized in shape. Cushions and all other fancy shaped diamonds come in all variations of length to width ratios, depth, and table percentages, so you really have to do each ring custom to ensure that it flows really nicely together. This kind of ring I think is around the $7,000 to $10,000 price range. I do have to double check that, but once again you can look up this style number on the website. They'll give you the exact price. You can actually purchase it directly on the website, or you can call in or come into the store to try it on if you happen to be in the area. And keep in mind the hand model size is 5.5, in case anyone is wondering at home, just to give you some perspective, which is a pretty average ring size for most people. Next, we're going to do emerald cut. This is a bigger one. This is going to jump you in the probably $13,000, $14,000, $15,000 price range. This is a beautiful ring. And look, some of these rings can be, if you don't want to wear your engagement ring sometimes, this is just as good as having an engagement ring. If you don't want to get an engagement ring, this can be your engagement ring, so don't just look at it as only being a wedding band. Again, emerald cut diamonds, similar sparkle to the Asher cuts. Step cut faceting, so you're getting those broader flashes of light without that glittery effect. It's good for someone who loves a classic looking ring. So we went over oval, Asher, cushion, emerald cut. We didn't show radiant or any other shape, but we do have those as well. But for time's sake, we're going to keep it to these because this gives you a very good idea of.
You know the style number on this one?
Yes, style number on this one is VNR 13145. I believe it's on the website www.laurenb.com as well. Okay, let's move along over here. We're up to now, we're gonna jump into 5 stone rings. We're gonna start off with this one. This is SOR 14708. This is 2.3 carats total. So 5 stones, you're almost at half a carat each. This is a really impressive looking ring. It'd be even difficult to wear these size diamonds all the way around on your hand, so that's why it kind of makes good for a halfway or a 5 stone ring. It's not actually halfway, it's just the top half. But when she closes her hand, you'll see that the ring pinches in, so it kind of looks like it does go all the way around. Very comfortable on the hand, low setting, and as you'll see, if you want to show the profile, it's a U-shaped setting. You can do it with a bar in between each, but here it's just an open U, so you kind of get the full view of the diamonds. Another pretty one, and staying something similar to that, I'll do a comparison. We'll keep this here. We'll bring this one out. This is a cushion one. If you want to take that off, I'll show, and then you can just put this one on. Cushion rounds, similar size carat weight stones. This is 2 carats total versus 2.3. You'll see cushions do look a little bit smaller face up, so it doesn't cover as much distance around. The round diamonds go down further on the band. But these are beautifully cut cushions. These are cushion brilliants. Same exact style setting, U-shape. You can try this one on. These kind of rings are going to be in that $8,000 to $10,000 range, depending on the other specifications of quality. This specific one, you can look it up online and you can check the exact price. This one is model SOR 14674. This one over here. Good. All right, now I know I said 5 stone. This is a 7 stone. This is Pave, fishtail, really beautiful. If you want to show it to everyone first, look how low profile it is. These are big stones, but we set them deep into the metal, so the culet of each diamond is almost touching the other side of the band. So it's going to give you a low profile look. These are larger stones as well. This is model number SOR 13785. Very nice, elegant ring. If you want something that doesn't sit up as high as the other ones, this is a good alternative to do. Very nice. Next.
File number there?
Yeah, SOR 13785. Forget about this one. Now we're just going to do a few multi-row rings. This is getting towards the end here. A lot of flash. This one is a real beauty. This is EIR 153. 15838. Sorry, I'm trying to read and show the ring and talk at the same time. It's not easy. This has a lot of finger coverage. Baguette diamonds in the center, round diamonds on each side. So you get a really nice contrast of not only diamond shapes but sparkles. So you see, you get the big flashes from the center row, broad flashes, and you get the glittery, dazzling effect of the round diamonds on the edge. And again, the multi-row look, you're going to get a lot of finger coverage. And this one makes for a really nice anniversary band or push present, whatever the case may be. We've sold a lot of these styles for people on different occasions. And I'll just give everyone the price on this one while we have it out, just so we know. This one is probably around $6,000, so it's a really big look you're getting. It's halfway around, but once again, you don't want to do all the way around for most of these multi-row bands because it can get hit in the way, so that's a good option. Next, just to compare, this is a smaller version of that. This is RTR 12307. This one's going to be about a third of the price, but it's pretty much the same exact style. We get diamonds in the center, round diamonds on the edge. Catherine wants to try that on for us as well. Very pretty ring too. This one's a little bit easier to wear than the last ring. I know the last ring was a little bit wide, so maybe most people wouldn't want to wear it every day. This could be more of an everyday ring, a little bit more fun in that sense. Okay, enough of the baguettes and the rounds. Let's do something more little fun. This is like this is an interlocking ring. This is a rose in the center, and some pave designs on the side. This is actually 3 separate rings, but we'll just show them together. This is also on the website. Sold as a set. You can buy each one separately if you like, but it looks better all together. And if you want, you could take one off. You can wear one on the other hand. You can kind of switch it up because they're not all connected. So that's if you want a multi-row look without having all the rings connected.
Like this time on the first one.
To the rest of the tags. Okay, last one for the multi-row we're going to show is, so you can do any kind of shapes with multi-row. You can put baguettes, ashers. This one is asher cut in the center, pave diamonds on the side, very low profile. This is VNR 15054.
Okay.
Beautiful ring. All handmade, everything is set tightly together. The pave is excellent. Little fishtail on the edge. And the asher cuts, almost you don't even see the prongs. Everything is really, really delicate. If you want to just move it a little, we'll get some sparkle. That's VNR 15054. And now we're just getting towards the tail end. We're just going to wrap it up now with some color rings. Blue sapphires. We'll just bring both of them out at the same time. This one here is, sorry, let me switch hands. This is a shared prong basket setting, alternating diamonds and sapphires. Very pretty ring. Model number SOR 14677. Nice light color, blue sapphires. This is the color section. We're only doing blue sapphires, but people can do pink sapphires. You can even do emeralds. You can do different color stones, but blue sapphire is definitely the most popular. And nice, you see the difference of color. The blue against the white makes the diamond stand out. Yeah, we're just about to wrap it up. I know it's getting blurry, but we'll keep it since we're doing this for YouTube. So if you missed any part, we're going to post it this week. This is LGR 14833. Sorry. These are oval sapphires encased in little diamond halos. So I think we pretty much went through all the styles now. We went from wider pave band, shared prong basket, U-shape, bezel set, fancy shaped diamonds, 5-stone rings, multi-row rings, and color rings. That pretty much covers all the style of rings that you'd consider to wear. On the other hand, once again, it's always good to look through yourself, look through the website. If you're in New York, come in, make an appointment. You can try them all on. This is just a small sampling of what we have in the store. We have a showcase full of wedding bands and eternity bands. We have another showcase full of fancy style bands. So really the selection is there for you. And if you want to custom make one that we don't have, we can mix and match from different setting styles with different shaped center stones, with sapphires, whatever you like. We'll make it happen for you. So thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, please stay tuned. Thank you.